Shalom, shalom, family. Peace, peace. Peace, peace. Y'all climb on in. Y'all see what we got on the board? Cellular regeneration of the human body. Oh, yeah, we finna talk about it today because it's most definitely possible. It's more than possible because we've been doing it for years now. Y'all climb on in. Y'all know I got the questions. Oh, man. Y'all climb in. We finna get to it. Shalom, shalom, family. Peace, peace. C. Thomas, shalom, shalom. Yah son, shalom, shalom. Lamar Jackson, shalom, shalom. Y'all climb on in here. All praises. All praises. Baruch Hashem Yahweh, blessed be the name of Yahweh. Man, look, I want to give some shout outs, man, to Chris Turner. I want to give a shout out to Paul Bateman. I want to give a shout out to Shantae Moore. I want to give a shout out to Rachel. All of y'all who really been donating, y'all been letting people get these packages off. So a lot of people that don't have money, right? A lot of people that don't have money, we use the donations to actually get their packages out to them. And man, Paul Bateman, Shantae Moore, Chris Turner, I mean, a lot of people have been coming through and dropping them donations, and people been getting their packages they need for their so-called diseases and ailments. So just a warm shout out to y'all. Baruch Hashem Yahweh, Barak Atah, may the Most High bless y'all for real, because y'all are truly, truly helping out y'all brothers and sisters in y'all nation. So, man, all praises for that. Who we got in the building? Charles Miguel, shalom, shalom. My brother, Mikael from Spiritual Combat, shalom, shalom. I got my beloved brother here with me, Mikael, you know what I'm saying, for the GA, man. You know what I'm saying? He down here getting his healing on as well, you know what I'm saying? So all praises. You know what I'm saying? Brother got a lot of knowledge. He here with me in the building. So y'all climb on in. So what we talking about today is cellular regeneration, you know, truly, truly healing the body and toning the body, cleansing the body and revitalizing and rebuilding the body to get the body and the cells to regenerate themselves. And I talk about it all the time, you know, like for instance, if you cut yourself, what's going to happen? Blood is going to come out. Okay. Once that blood come out, you form blood clots where these clots will form up. And then these things actually come into a scab. Well, that scab starts hardening, then it takes itself into a cocoon-like stage, and then that cocoon-like stage peels off, and then you have the skin that wasn't there before is back. So we see that if you break a bone, your bone will grow back. Children, when they miss a tooth or they lose a tooth, they tooth grow back. You cut your hair grow back. You got to go get your hair recut in 2 weeks. You cut your skin, you get a scab, and that skin replaces itself. So we see just on a simple level that the body and the cells regenerate themselves. So what about deeper illnesses or deeper conditions or deeper so-called diseases? Can the body regenerate itself? We see that through testimonies. We see that through HIV testimonies. We see that through herpes testimonies where people had HIV, people had herpes, high blood pressure testimonies. We see this through kidney failure and dialysis where people are off the dialysis and their kidneys are functioning again. So we see that the body is capable of fully regenerating itself through its cellular mechanism, or what we call the cellular nucleus or the nucleus, which is really the brain of the cell. That it have the ability to work with other cells and rebuild itself through serotonin and through melatonin and through its electrical conductivity, which is what we call the nervous system, by way of vital minerals. All right. So I really want to talk about that today because these questions are all alluding to that. So if y'all ready to get started, type in some nines. We're going to get it started. Tina Cook, peace, peace, queen, peace. How you doing? How you doing, sister? Aaliyah Bruton, shalom, shalom, queen. How you doing? Brother Frank, y'all climb in. Let's get it. Let's get it done. Let's talk about it. All right, so we finna get into this. Again, shout out to Paul Bateman. Man, shout out to Chris Turner. Shout out to the rest of you brothers and sisters that were sending in them donations to help the people out. Them packages was getting sent out. People that weren't able to afford their packages, we used them donations to actually sponsor a lot of people to get their healing packages to them. Look, I could not do this without y'all. So I really want to say Barak Atah, bless y'all in the name of Yahweh, man. For real, for real, for real. I mean, that's amazing thing that y'all doing for people that are more or less fortunate and that can't get that stuff. And again, we send out a lot of packages anyway for free all the time too. So it's just good to see everybody joining together and seeing the so-called Black community joining together to help each other and lift each other up and to heal each other, man. So all praise for that. All right, so we go into the first question. All right, make sure y'all got y'all pens and y'all pads and write this stuff down. These are questions that are being asked inside of my website. My website is a private membership only club. In order to get inside my website, you have to go in, you have to put your government name in, you have to use a signature. The signature must match your government name, which is your slave name. I know a lot of us got Hebrew names now. I know that, but you can't use that while joining a private health club in the website. All right. All right. So let's get it. Ray, Queen Ray. What's up with you, Queen? You need to call me. I put my number in your inbox. That's another beautiful sister out here getting her healing on too. Shout outs to Ray. She doing her thing as well. You know what I'm saying? Look, we raising up some healers out here that's unstoppable. That's unstoppable, y'all. I don't think y'all really understand what we are creating here. It can't be stopped. It can't be stopped. You know what I'm saying? So hallelujah for that. All right, let's get it. So this one said, my husband is dealing with diabetes and high blood pressure. We are only in our 30s. We are only in our 30s, and he is suffering from an optic nerve damage and have become legally blind. He is having a hard time controlling both his blood pressure and sugar levels, and he have some kidney damage, and he's anemic. All right, so off back we already read. So look, check this out, y'all. We dealing with diabetes. Okay, diabetes is either dealing with the adrenal glands, adrenal fatigue or neurological fatigue, and we're dealing with high blood pressure. So we're dealing with the adrenal glands again, and we're dealing with the kidneys, systolic and diastolic. Remember, systolic is the top part of your blood pressure. That's supposed to be reading at 120. Okay, at the least 119, at the most 121. Anything too higher, that means that your adrenal glands is hyperactive. Anything lower, that means your adrenal glands is hypoactive. Now, when your adrenal glands is hypoactive, what you get neurological fatigue. What you get hard times breathing, bad times breathing. What you get headaches, especially in the back of your head, on the side of your face, because your whole entire immunological system and your whole entire nervous system, which is the autonomic nervous system, and the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system is being stressed out at this point. You see what I'm saying? So we have to make sure we watch that. So far we see diabetes that's dealing with the pancreas. That's dealing with the pancreas, and that is also dealing with the pancreas, and that's also dealing with the adrenal glands. Then we got the blood pressure. The blood pressure is always dealing with the adrenal glands, which is the top part, systolic, and then the bottom part, which is the kidneys, diastolic. Now, systolic and diastolic. If you look at your adrenal glands, right? Your adrenal glands are pyramid-like structures that sit on top of the kidneys. The adrenal glands is the pump to the kidneys, and I always use an analogy of a fish tank. When you go inside of a fish tank, right, and you see that filter or that pump in the fish tank, you plug this pump into the fish tank, but what's connected to the pump? The filter. What is the filter there for? It's to filter out the dirty water, the algae, everything else that this ecosystem is now building up inside of the water, because you have to control the environment. Well, your body is that same environment that you're trying to control. What keeps the body clean is the kidneys by way of the lymphatic system. But you need a pump on top of that filter to keep it filtering all this dirt and algae that's in the water, for it won't kill the fish. Or in the anatomy of the body, the human anatomy, it won't kill the cells. So what this pump does is it turns the kidneys on to keep that filtering process going. So what is the pump? The pump is the adrenal glands. What is the filter? Filter is your kidneys and your skin. Remember, the largest eliminating organ on your body is your skin. Your skin is actually called the third kidney. So we see off back that he have adrenal glands problem and he have kidney problem. Now, all of this is going to be from what? Being backed up interstitially by what? Way of what, y'all? The lymphatic system. So let me read it again. My husband is dealing with diabetes and high blood pressure. We are only in our 30s, and he is suffering from optic nerve damage. Okay, again, y'all, somebody that's been listening to me and that's been following me. What's in control of the nervous system? What controls the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system? What controls the central nervous system? Where's these energetics and these melanin neurotransmitters coming from? What is producing these things? It's a gland, y'all. Somebody give me the gland. If y'all been watching it, y'all been learning. What is in control of the nervous system? The autonomic nervous system. Because she says something is wrong with his optic nerve behind his eyes. What is that? What nerve is that, family? Am I asking y'all, am I quizzing y'all too early in the game? Do I need to wait? Because we should know this by now. We should be on this. What is in control of the autonomic nervous system? What is in control of the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system? What's in control of seeing? What's in control of breathing? Things that you don't have to think about doing. What's in control of digestion? Huh? That's right, family. Lamar got it right. It's the adrenal glands. Y'all got to keep up. Y'all got to start listening. That's why I need y'all to write this stuff down, because I'm not on here just to be speaking all day. Y'all have to learn this stuff too, because we're trying to build a community of healers for when I go, this stuff can be passed on. The adrenal glands. So this person had very bad adrenal problems, y'all. It says, and becoming legally blind, he is having a hard time controlling both his blood pressure and his sugar levels. He have some kidney damage. See, there you go. He have some kidney damage. That's his problem. His problem is his kidneys are damaged, and he's anemic. Anemic meaning he's missing iron phosphate. Remember, whenever you're anemic, that is iron phosphate missing from your cells. All right. Iron phosphate is what brings oxygen throughout the body. That oxygen brings blood throughout the system, and it drop it off to each 150 trillion cells in your body. The more oxygen your body got means the more iron phosphate the body got. The more iron phosphate the body got, the thicker the blood is. When that blood become thick, guess what? You're not cold and shivering no more. You see that? That's how it goes. It says his heartbeat is high, and his doctor wants to keep pushing pills. He is trying to figure out what's the best way of curing his body and get off his medication. So the first thing we have to deal with, sister, because you're speaking for your husband's behalf, first thing we have to deal with is the kidneys. We have to open up the kidneys. What is causing the kidneys to not function properly? What is causing the kidneys to not work? What damaged the kidneys in the first place? You only have one side of chemistry that damaged the human body. There's only one side that damaged the human bodies. That's acids. Nothing else damaged the human body but severe trauma, car accidents. You know, something gets severed, a limb get broken, a bone get broken. You see that? Other than that, if you're having damages in your body, it's because of the what? Chemistry that you're putting in your body. And this chemistry have become what? Not alkalosis, but acidosis. Now, acidosis, acids are very corrosive. They eat and they chew at things. So what's happening in his kidneys is his lymphatic system is not moving properly, so it's stagnant. It's stagnant and it's blocking up these interstitial fluids inside of his cells. Remember, you only got two sides of nature. You have the corrosive side of nature and you have the base side of nature. The base side of nature is always alkaline. The corrosive side of nature is always acids. Acids burns. Acids tear things apart. Acids cause agglomerations. Acids cause cysts, tumors. Acid cause things to stop working. Acids actually causes dehydration because it's pulling. Acids pull calcium up out of the cells. Acids pull iron up out of the cells. Acids mess with the fluctuation of your liver. Acids mess with the fluctuation of your beta cells that's inside your islets of Langerhans, that's inside of your pancreas. And these things is what help produces your sugars or your insulin. So we see he's dealing with an acidosis problem, even with his nervous system too, because what is causing his octave nerve that's controlling his eyes for him to not see? He's burning away and chipping away at his nervous system. And this stuff produces what? A lipid. Your biggest lipid ever is what? Mucus. So whenever you find acids, you'll find mucus. Now, mucus is not the cause of all disease. I see why Dr. Sebi said it, though, which is a great teacher. He said that because he's seen that mucus is a lipid. It's a helper. So wherever you find obstructions at, wherever you find acids at, something that's going to try, your body is naturally made to regenerate and heal itself. So what this mucus does is it goes through and it tries to cool the body down. But you don't take the proper steps to eliminate, and you don't stop eating, and you don't start putting phytonutrients inside of your body. So what happens? Mucus becoming excessive. It starts overbuilding. Then after a while, you don't get this mucus out. It starts agglomerating. Now you got dead cells stuck inside of this mucus. Then this mucus starts to calcify. Now you got cysts. You got fibroids. You got tumors. You got tumors. Now these tumors are starting to go through a stage called what? Uncontrollable cellular mitosis, where they're mutating. Then they call it cancer. That's what's going on with the body. So the first thing you need to do is you most definitely need to get on my intercellular cleanse. Open up them kidneys. Get them kidneys up and running. The kidneys is the most important organs on your body because the kidneys is what deals with all elimination. Remember, what deals with elimination? The kidneys and the skin. What cut the kidneys on? The adrenal glands. The adrenal glands or the pump to the kidneys. Now we see that your blood pressure is high, especially the top part, which is systolic. So your adrenal glands is not even acting and functioning as the pump for your kidneys. So we need to go after the adrenals. You need to get on my brain, nerve, and adrenals ASAP. You need to get on my intercellular cleanse, my brain, nerve, and adrenals. Get them adrenals pumping. Start aiding. Start doing things to cool down the nervous system. Get them energetics in with you. You shouldn't be on nothing but fruits. Nothing but fruits. And miss me with that fruit causes the blood sugar to rise. No, it don't. That's the biggest myth and lie ever. If it's going to rise, it's going to rise for like a day or two. But it's going to go back down because the thing that you need to go through the islands of Langerhans, or the things you need to be produced or through pancreatic production is glucose. Fructose goes through a fusion. So that bypass the pancreas and that bypass the blood. So if you eat them fruits will actually regulate and give your cells the ATP, which is the adenosine triphosphate it need to actually get that cellular energetics inside of you, for you won't be tired all the time and you still can walk throughout life and experience this so-called reality. Okay. So the first thing you need to do is kidneys. All right. Kidneys, get off the meat. Get off the dairy products. You shouldn't be eating no meat, no dairy products, nor vegetables. Vegetables turn into glucose. That glucose is going to keep raising your blood sugar. You need fructose. All right. This comes with a 5-pentose backbone. A 5-pentose backbone. You don't need 6. All right. So switch over to the fruits and let that fruit aid and cool you down. There is regeneration in fruits. Fruits have flavonoids in them. Fruits have tannins in them. Fruits have curcumins in them. Fruits have a whole lot of chemical and chemistry you need that your body is made of that's going to help regenerate your cells on a cellular level. That's what you need. Now, so once you start getting on these fruits, you need the herbs. Open up them kidneys. Get them kidneys open up, and them kidneys can start filtering. But you're going to have to aggressively go after the lymphatic system, because the lymphatic system is the side of chemistry that deals with toxic waste. Period. There's only 2 things inside of your body that deal with toxic waste. You have 150 trillion cells inside of your body. Your cells have to eat like you. Your cells have to boo-boo like you. Your cells have to drink like you, and your cells have to rest like you. So when you get full and you need to relieve yourself, you need to defecate. Your digestive system does their work by way of the autonomic nervous system, which is in control of that, is the adrenal gland. So what you do, you go to the bathroom and you relieve yourself. Well, your cells can't get up and walk, but they do have to use the bathroom. So you have something called the lymphatic system that goes and slides through the interstitial fluids of your cells, and it picks up all the toxic waste. It picks up all the dead cells. It picks up all the tumors, all the agglomulation. It picks up all the proteins that's breaking down your body. And then it takes it to something, it picks up acidosis. It takes it to the lymph nodes. The lymph nodes are a part of the lymphatic system. What are the job of the lymph nodes? Inside the lymph nodes, you got bifidum bacteria. Guess what bacteria does, family? Bacteria only sole purpose is to eat acids. So once this acid in these dead cells and this agglomulation and all these bad toxicities that you done put inside your body, or that this lying-ass government done created and put inside your body through GMO foods, through chemtrails, through dirty water, through nanobots, and through all the other stuff that they've been creating to kill us, what take care of that? The lymphatic system. It goes through the interstitial fluids of the cells. It picks these cells up, and then it transports them. It's called lymphocytes. This is this fluid. The lymphocytes transport all of these toxicities to the lymph nodes. Once it gets inside of a lymph node, you have bacteria, which is inside my 3 bitters, the bacteria, especially the bitter one, that eats these acids, that eats and break down all of these bad substances. After that, you have something called macrophages. These macrophages is your white blood system, your white blood supply. And then this eat the rest of it. Now, once it get done eating, they literally transport and take all of these bad toxicities to the kidneys, and the kidneys actually filtrate it out through urine, through their urethra. Or you sweat it out by way of the thyroid, heightening your sweat glands, elevating your heat, and then you sweat these toxins out through your skin. So that's why the kidneys are very, very, very important, because the kidneys in the skin is the only thing that's going to filter and move your lymphatic system. All right. You got two major fluids in your body, blood and lymph. Two major fluids in your body, blood and lymph. You got one major element in your body that's keeping you alive, your nerves. Remember, blood feeds the cells of your body. The nervous system conveys messages and moves the cells of your body. The lymphatic system does one job and one job only. It cleanses the body. That is your toilet. Your kitchen is the blood because it's feeding the cells. You see that? The nervous system are the people in there moving the cells, giving them messages. You need to go here. You need to go there. The lymphatic system is the trash can in the toilet. That's what's going to come through and cleanse all the toxins that your body are rejecting. So once you cleanse the lymphatic system, what a lot of herbalists don't know is you have to open up the kidneys. The worst thing you can do is get that lymphatic system moved and keep them kidneys shut down. You have kidney failure. You cannot survive without both of your kidneys, family. It's impossible, because what's going to happen is all of them toxins going to dump in the blood. If your blood do not remain at a 7.4 or a 7.5 on a potential hydrogen scale, which means it's pH balanced, the potential of hydrogen or powered hydrogen, which is the first thing on this chart, the periodic table. Hydrogen, that's Yahweh in its pure form, sitting on this throne, pure fire, full of fire. The moment that builds up, what happens? Hydrogen burns, y'all. It burns. It burns. Now you're starting to destruct things. And have you ever seen somebody that got caught in a house fire? You see how they face and their skin is just marred? Imagine that inside of your body when you're drinking all this acidic drinks, you eating all this acid food. That's how people are looking on the inside. Now notice what their skin does. It burns itself together. That's how we got so many tumors, cysts, fibroids. That's why we got all these problems that we're reading about now. It's what we're sticking inside of our mouths. That's what's going on. You see that? So the best way to cleanse these things is open up them kidneys, family. Get that lymphatic system moving. Always go after the digestive system, and never forget the glandular highway, which is the 7 computers and clocks in your body, because you have to heal yourself mentally and spiritually first. You can't just do it physically. Because you are a mental person, you're an emotional person, you are a physical person, and a spiritual person. You have over 5 different bodies, and all of these are stuck to one by way of the nervous system and your glandular highway, or what you call the endocrine system. All these things have to cleanse simultaneously, law. All of them. All right, so now let's see what we got here. All right, let's see this. It says, let me read it one more time. All right, and then most definitely you need to get on my iron phosphate. Now, the thing about all of our herbs, and I do this a lot, Kawhi, what is in all of our herbs?
Iron phosphate.
Iron phosphate is very, very, very high in every last one of our herbs, because that is the mineral that the so-called Negro needs. Every race and group of people have a mineral. When you get inside of Caucasians, there is a zinc. When you get inside of Chinese people, the Asians, there is a selenium. When you go over to Africa and you break down the anatomy of our body and you look at what's pumping and keeping our mechanism alive and functioning well, it is iron phosphate. So that is a mineral we must need. That's why I notice sickle cell anemia is only a so-called black man disease. And what is sickle cell anemia? That's when the body is missing the oxygen molecule of the cell. So the cell breaks off and look like a sickle. What keep it looking like that oxygen? That's the iron mineral of iron phosphate, which is the only electrical magnetic mineral in existence known to man that's inside of the human body. So once you bring iron phosphate into play, once you bring iron phosphate into the bloodstream, it's going to connect with every other mineral that comes with it, because it's magnetic. It's magnetic. And it's a female. It's a nurturer. That's a female energetic type of mineral. All right. So that's what we need to do. We need to most definitely cleanse your pancreas, because you have a lot of mucus destruction in your pancreas. We need to get inside of them beta cells inside of your islets of Langerhans. The islets of Langerhans is a compartment inside of the pancreas, and it produces the beta cells. The beta cells is actually what produces insulin production. And insulin is a salt that brings the sugar down, that keeps that sugar down inside of the blood. You see that? You need to check out for a fatty liver too, because I mean, once them sugars, because what the liver does, the liver and the liver and the pancreas actually converts these sugars into stored up fat called glycogen or glycagon. Whenever the body is running low on energy and you need energy, what the liver does is it convert it back to glucose, and then the glucose enter the cellular structure, or what we call the cellulose or the mucosa membrane around the cell, and it penetrates the cell, and then the cell use it for what? Adenosine triphosphate or diphosphate. Well, you can have energy. Everything is about energy, energetic. Everything is to feed the nervous system. Everything you do, everything you eat is to feed the nervous system. I don't care what you eating. You eat a hamburger, the body is going to break down that hamburger into its simplest form. Its simplest form. You're going to poop and defecate. You're going to go boo-boo out the hamburger. What your stomach going to do through hydrochloric acid is going to break most of that hamburger down. Then it's going to go to the duodenum. When it gets to the duodenum, which is the small intestinal bile duct, it's going to pull through the capillaries all the phytonutrients it needs out of this hamburger, and then it's going to take it through the bloodstream and it's going to distribute it to each cell in your body. So you just ate all of this big stuff for no reason. Now your body is using most of this energy that is supposed to be using for you to be happy, have happy thoughts, for you to be creative, for you to be the God that you were created to be and create more things, for you to make a difference in purpose in this world. But what your body is doing, your body is actually using all this energy for you to go use the bathroom, because you constantly eating things that you don't need to be eating. When you eat things in its simplest form, you use the least amount of energy. See that? When you eat things, we are procreotic cells, family. We're not eukaryotic cells like these other nations. They can eat all that. You can't. You are a procreotic cell. You are a single cell organism. Single cell organism. We need the most simplest forms of food. And guess what your most simplest forms of food is? Base chemistry, fruits. Guess what the second one is? Vegetables. All vegetable mean is vegetation on your table. That's the word. Vegetations is herbs. When you put them on your table, they become vegetables. After that, what? Nuts. You see that? So we got fruits, berries, and melons. We got vegetables. We got fructose, right? We got glucose. And then we get into what we call bicomplex, not poly, but bicomplexual amino acid. And that's your nuts. And that's why I don't recommend you being on any nuts while you're healing, because these things do create proteins. And if you're healing, stay away from proteins. Period. I don't recommend them, period. All right. So again, sister, make sure you get him on the diabetes reversal package for the high blood pressure. You most definitely need to get the blood purifier. Get you some Flor de Manta tea. Did we just have some, Mikael? How did Flor de Manta tea taste?
Beautiful.
See, that tastes real good. It's real sweet. Add you some agave nectar in there. Add you some grade B maple syrup in there. Make sure it's grade B. You know what I'm saying? Sweeten it up a little taste. Put you some key limes up in there and drink that down. You most definitely need to get my intercellular cleanse to get them kidneys up and running. Get them kidneys up and online, and most definitely go after the lymphatic system with the lymphatic sweet tonic, the lymphatic sweet tincture, and the lymphatic sweet capsules. Once you get all of that moving, you will start seeing that your iron is going to get back right with just them. If you want to take it overboard, which we recommend, we always go overboard with herbs because we like fast healing cases. Get my iron phosphate or get the blood builder. That's real good. But what you're going to need to do to get that heart rate to minimize and regulate itself, you're going to need to start bringing in that iron phosphate. Notice that your heart palpitation is going to go away. Notice that all these sickness and illnesses is going to go away, and you don't have to be on the medicine no more. Now, this is a person that's actually a private member on my site. So through the site, I tell her don't take none of the medicine. But what I'm going to tell y'all, because a lot of people are not members on the site, start a stepping or a weaning process off of these pharmaceuticals. These pharmaceutical companies are killing us through these chemicals that they're giving us. And most of these chemicals are suppressive to the adrenal glands. Now, once you start suppressing them adrenal glands, that's what puts you to sleep. How you think you die? When you stop breathing, that is your adrenal glands that stop. That's your nervous system that stop. Because your nervous system is what keeps you breathing. Once that breath or that ruach is taken from your body, that's death. Once that adrenal gland stop working, that's death. So we need to keep the highest amount of energetics in us at all times. The highest amount of energetic food you can eat is fruit. The highest amount of energetic vegetables you can take is herbs, period. And you'll see all these problems leave. All right. So, sister, pay attention to his kidneys and pay attention to his lymphatic system and especially the adrenal gland. All right. The next question was this. I don't know if you got my inbox message from Facebook or not. But anyways, give me a rag. I'm starting to sweat. I don't know if you got my inbox message from Facebook or not. But anyways, I've been going through these issues for 25 years or plus. I'll send I have plus I'll send I have been in a car accident in 96. Okay, so you've been in a car accident in 96, and all of a sudden I wasn't able to run. I wasn't able to run or walk or do normal things. In the video, they tried to say I had cracked my spine. Now I have migraines. I had all kinds of messed up symptoms. Then they said every 2 years I would know this. Sister, you typed this up all wrong. Let me just get down to the thing. And I'm not talking about you or nothing, sister, but it is typed up wrong. Okay, we see that she has cerebellum problems, which controls her. Okay, now I see why she typing like this. It controls her motor skills, so she probably don't know how to text right. And she got Parkinson-like diseases. Okay, sister, I see why the typing is kind of messed up, because the keyboard, you're shaking on the keyboard. Okay, she got problems with her eyes. She have problems with her muscles. She have problems. She have MS. Parkinson-like disease. All of these things are nervous system, sister. All of these things. She said she's been on my amino acid diet, not the herbs, but she's been on the amino acid diet, and her nerves started to run. And since she's been on my amino acid diet, her nerves been running for 9 months, maybe even more. The reason why your nose is running is because you're getting rid of all the mucus. So what's happening is you have brain damage going on, and the brain damage you got going on is due to that accident. That accident must have caused some type of energy block in your nervous system, and a lot of mucus is in your brain now. So if you've been on an amino acid therapeutic diet program, which is an all fruit diet, the reason why you're getting all that drainage is a good thing. All praises for that. That means all that mucus and all that acid is draining from your brain. So do not try to suppress that. Do not try to stop all that drainage, because you're getting all of them acids. You're getting all that agglomulation outside of your brain. Notice once your nose stop running, you're going to start functioning properly again. But you need to get on my nervous system kit. You need to get on my nervous system kit ASAP. That's what you need to be on. And I always recommend you get on an all fruit diet, but most definitely add herbs in, because the herbs work faster than the fruits. The herbs is what's going to come through and assist the fruits. And then you got Parkinson-like disease. These diseases are nothing but autonomic nervous system problems. That's where you get the shaking from. Remember, nerves move them, blood cleanse them, and the lymphatic system cleans them. So since you got uncontrollable moving, that means that you can't control your nervous system and the steroids and the melanin neuron transmitters that's being conveyed throughout the body. Well, the best thing to get on is boosting that nervous system up and correcting it. So what I would do for real, I'll get on my whole nerve system kit, which is going to come with the brain revitalizer, which is going to come with the nerve repair. It's going to come with everything you need to truly aid that nerve. Whenever you're dealing with nerve or brain-like systems, berries, because berries are very high in antioxidants, and they are oxygenators. The best thing you can do for the nerves is bring it oxygen. That's the best thing you can do, and get your adrenals online. But we is going to have to pull in the thyroid and the parathyroid, because the thyroid and the parathyroid is the gear shift of the body. Just like you got a car. You can have a car, it can turn on, it can have gas in it, and it can even run. But if you can't put that deal in park, reverse, or drive, what's the point of having a car? And that's what your thyroid and your parathyroid do by the utilization of iodine and calcium. So you most definitely need that. And you're going to need some iron phosphate too. She says she's on muscle relaxer, okay, because all that pain from the nerves. Yeah, it sounds like you got damaged nerves. Nerves can regenerate themselves. All herpes is a nerve damage problem. And we heal herpes all the time. That's a nerve damage problem. That hemorrhoid is burrowing itself into your nervous system, chewing away at that nervous system, and them proteins are attacking the nervous system. So you notice once you get them worms out and you remove the proteins, that the body don't have breakouts no more. You don't feel that irritation in your spinal cord no more. So you need to be on berries. I go on a 30-day berry diet. Nothing but berries, blueberries, well, stay away from the blueberries, because too much of them can get kind of acidic. Blackberries, red berries, strawberries, goji berries, saw papanto berries. What else, man? So many berries, juniper berries, elderberries. I mean, get on a berry diet, raw. Eat them. Make sure. Yeah, I said goji already. Take the hulls off them goji berries, because them lentils can come out, and you don't want them lentils coming out. They cause leaky gut and all of that. But all berry diet. Make sure you getting on my nervous system kit, which is under my kits on my on my nervous system kit, which is under the kits on my website, and really go after that nervous system. Now remember, nerve moving, blood feeds the body, but the lymphatic system cleanses the body. You have to open them kidneys up because right now you're draining. Now, what I've found out through our clinical styles and our clinical trials and our clinical studies, in order to really start draining the brain properly, you have to drain the transverse colon. Because if you're blocked down here, how are you draining from up here? So that means them fruits then got that colon moving. If you draining out your nose like that, that means you're not constipated at all. So that's a good thing because the fruits then really clung out your digestive system. Now that's where that draining coming from. So anybody that can't drain properly from that glymphatic system, which is the lymphatic system, the glymphatic system is the lymphatic system of the brain. That's the sewage system of your brain. So her glymphatic system is truly, truly cleansing. Meaning what? Meaning what? That she done cleansed out that digestive tract. And that's what fruits do to you, especially when you add herbs. So you're doing good. Stay on the fruits. Do not give up, sister. Keep that nose running to keep all that agglomulation and all that mucus coming out. Cleanse that body. Cleanse that body. Make sure you get on my nervous system kit. Make sure you get on my nervous system kit and truly, truly go after them adrenal glands to get that to get the nervous system back online in the kidneys. All right. Make sure you do that. What else you say? I took it first, and I also noticed my right hand starting to shake. It's okay. Look, we have to go through the ride. So what the thing which turn that down. Sorry, see, the thing is what the thing about healing is the same way you went in healing, you got to come out. So if you ate all this stuff for 10 years, guess what? All this stuff have to come up out of you. If you've been eating acidosis for all your life, guess what? All these acids got to come up out of you. And wherever you see acids, you're going to see mucus. And that's all that is. It's a buildup of mucosa plaque on your brain. And once you start really draining it out, notice your nerves is going to start selling it. Once you get their adrenal glands back online, notice you're going to have breathing problems on more. Them tremors in your hands are going to slow down. And then you can start gaining back control of your body. Because once you pull acids out of the body have a magnificent healing mechanism to regenerate its cells. See that we talking about cellular regeneration here. We're not talking about treating symptoms. We're not talking about treating disease that don't even exist. What they're doing is treating their symptoms of your body trying to heal itself. There's no such thing as disease. No such thing as Parkinson disease. There's no such thing as none of that. No such thing as cancer. There's no such thing as these diseases. No such thing as high blood pressure and high cholesterol. Why is the cholesterol high? Cholesterol is a lipid. It's coming to cool off the body. So meaning if it's too much and your cholesterol is high, that means you must have a lot of acids in your body. So the cholesterol is trying to cool it down. So then they say, oh, you got high cholesterol. Let's put you on high cholesterol pills. That's not a disease. That's my body trying to heal itself. We have to make it make sense, family. All right, here go another one. Peace, family. My mother is 52. She works out. We already did that one. Did that one before. Let's keep it going. All right. This one says, Shalom. I have one more question. I am considered hypothyroid or hypothyroidism. I was hyperthyroid. Okay, I was hyper, but I had nuclear reactive medicine given to me in 2008 because the right side was considered hyperactive. So she said she had hyperthyroidism. Her whole thyroid wasn't hyper, but since she had hyperactive thyroidism, they gave her nuclear reactive medicine. This nuclear reactive medicine is basically iodine, but it have radiation activations inside of it. That's why we got to be super, super careful taking synthetic iodine, which is what these pharmaceutical companies are using. They want to say I'm selling pharmaceutical and trying to shut me down. That's what the pharmaceutical company's doing. Look, they gave her radioactive iodine to calm down her hyperthyroid. What sense do that even make? So she said they gave her radioactive iodine for her hyperactivity on the right side of her thyroid, which is going to be her parathyroid too. So your thyroid and your parathyroid sits right here. Okay, that's what it looked like. This little thing, the thyroid and the parathyroid. Well, you have two little nuggets on both sides. And the thyroid sits right here. Then you have a parathyroid, which is two little nuggets that sits on the thyroid. All right. Now, the parathyroid, which sits on the thyroid, is two of them, left and right. These are for the utilization of calcium. Then you have the thyroid. The thyroid is for the utilization of selenium and iodine. Okay. Selenium and iodine. But you know calcium comes with magnesium. So you need magnesium too. Okay? All right. So let's read this again and let's start breaking this down. I have one more question. I'm considered hypothyroidism. I was hyper, but they gave me radioactive medicine that was given to me in 2008 because my right side was considered hyperactive. I think I may have mixed symptoms of both. So she's saying she thinks she got hyper and hypoactive thyroidism. What is that? So that means she's producing. Remember, you're a bilateral human being. You're a bilateral. That means your blood pressure will always be different from your right side, from your left side. That means your blood sugar will always be different from your right side, from your left side. You see that? You have a right and left hemisphere of your brain. You have a right and left arms. You have right and left feet. All right. So she's saying on the left side, she thinks her thyroid and her parathyroid is hypo, meaning it's not at the highest function it should be, meaning she's losing iodine and she's losing calcium. But she's saying her right side is hyper, meaning it's very, very energetic and it's out of control. All right. So that means she most definitely got a whole glandular problem there. If it's like that, you have a whole glandular problem there. And I'm gonna tell you what's happening right now anyway. You're not getting enough calcium inside of you, and meaning you're not getting enough vitamin D too. So the first thing you need to do is go sit out in the sun. You need to go sit out in the sun. That's the first thing you need to do. Go sit out in the sun. But you can get that conversion from that tryptophan, from that calcium to vitamin D. Because the moment that thyroid go down, is you see a lot of depression and a lot of suicidal thoughts stepping in. Half the people that commit suicide, when you do look up the study on it, a lot of them got shot thyroid glands. Because remember, the only way to express your emotions in this reality is through the glandular highway. It's through the endocrine system. That's what connects your emotional and your spiritual body to your physical body by way of the nervous system. All right. It says, I am slim and I am intolerant and I am very, very cold all the time. See that? So her metabolism is working too fast. She can't even gain weight because her metabolism is always on the run. So that's not hypo. See, hypothyroidism is when you get fat. You got a lot of fats on your liver. You building up a lot of fat. So you're literally hyper. All right. It says, and I have low blood pressure. That's interesting. See that? I told you it's going to go back to them kidneys. And I have low blood pressure and heart palpitations, usually 90 systolic. Now, remember, systolic is the top part. So look, remember, it's supposed to be at 1.20, right? 120. Hers is at 90. That's her top part. And it says in her bottom part is sometimes between 50 and 60. She is drained. She ain't got no energy at all, brother. So, sister, make sure you're careful. Do not have them put you on any type of anesthetics because this will bring you into a coma. You don't have any type of conductivity going through your body. You don't have no electricity. So before I do anything, if I was you and you came in, you became a client on mine, I'm going to get your nervous system back up. I got to get your nervous system back online. I got to get your energetics up. I'm putting you on all spring water. I'm putting you on all spring water. I'm putting you on mono fruits like grapes. You're going to go on a grape fast, all spring water, and you're going to be on all energetic herbs that's dealing with the nervous system, bringing the nervous system up. And look, the best herb that you can use, the best herb that you can truly use because of your blood pressure is down. What heightens the blood pressure? What herb heightens the blood pressure? And one of our formulas that we got to stay away from if they got high blood pressure.
Licorice root.
Licorice root. There you go. Good job. The first thing I'm putting you on is licorice root. Licorice root. Because that's going to bring that blood pressure up. That licorice root is going to get a hold of that nervous system and shake it up, like wake up a little bit. So the first thing I'm going to put you on is licorice root. Then after that, I'm going to back it by wild yam root. Wild yam root. All right? Make sure you write that down too, bro. Licorice root and wild yam root. Okay? Then we're going to put in a little yambe in there. Get some yambe in there. And some damiana. Damiana. Blue vervain. See, these are the nervous system herbs. Blue vervain, elderflower. These are for the nervous system. These are the herbs you need to be on with all grapes. Grapes are very astringent, but they very energetic. See, then I'm not going to even give you no other herbs until I get your nervous system back online because, this is bad right here because your blood pressure is way too low. You are very close to going into a coma. You see, so you should never take no type of medication. You should never take muscle relaxers. You should never be on nothing that's going to relax your body because you can slip off into a coma and not come back because your electrical system is not online. You see that your adrenal glands are very, very, very underactive, and your kidneys are very, very underactive. So before I even try to cleanse your body, I'm gonna try to get electrolytes in you to get them energetics in you to keep you up. Then once I get you up, that's when I'm gonna start my cleansing process. So sister, make sure you're not taking no painkillers. Make sure you're not taking no leaves. Make sure you're not taking no type of anesthesia. Make sure you're not doing none of that. Stay away from all pharmaceuticals right now, because you can take one and go to sleep and not wake up because you don't have no type of neurological activity going on for real. You see that? So make sure you stay away from that. Make sure you stay away from that, sister. Man, yeah, you need to get in contact with me ASAP. Yeah, for real. Let me write her down. Let's contact her. Contact immediately. Contact ASAP. All right. So it says 50s is dystolic. Man, your kidneys is not working at all. It says I do experience palpitations at the heart sometimes. You know why? Because you don't have enough blood pumping through them right. See, that blood pressure is what actually is the pressure that pressurizes your blood that moves through your arteries to your heart or from your heart. So you don't have enough blood that's going throughout the body quick enough. So you have it. So what's happening is your heart is starting to lose oxygen. Whenever your heart loses oxygen, it flutters because it's trying to get oxygen. Because without oxygen, remember, the life is in the blood, according to the ancient text. Without that oxygen, without that ruach, you have no life, and you can't convey the nervous system. There is no electricity. So your heart is literally looking for oxygen. So it starts doing this. It's looking for oxygen. It's looking for blood. It's looking for phytonutrients. That's why you're having a heart palpitations, because your blood pressure is severely low, very, very low. We got to get that online. We got to build that back up, sister. All right. It says, I am on steroids. Say that? I am on steroids. But look, check this out, brother. Told you, look. But I am severely depressed. But I'm desperately looking for a solution of healing. It says I also experience a lot of cracking in my voice and of pitch, and a lot of times my throat feels full. What deals with the throat? What deals with the throat muscles? What deals with the swallowing? What deals with the autonomic and parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system? What's in control of your throat? What's in control of your throat muscles? Go on. Pituitary gland. It's the adrenals. See, you got adrenal problems. Adrenals. You have adrenal problems. You have adrenal fatigue, sister. And it makes sense because your systolic, which is your adrenals that sit on top of them kidneys, are at 90. You're supposed to be operating at 120. You see that? So you need to get off any medication you want. I would get off of that ASAP and immediately go on an all fruit diet to bring them energetics back up. It says I have experienced numbness and some tingling in my hands and feet. Again, you need to be on my upper circulation. You got to get on my circulatory high and my circulatory low, because you're not conveying enough blood throughout your system, sister. That's why your heart is doing that. That's why your fingers are numb, because there's no blood. I bet you'll bruise easy too. I bet you pinch your skin. I bet you when you wake up in the morning, it's going to be a deep, dark bruise there. Try it if you think I'm lying, because you're not supplying enough oxygen to the body. You're not supplying enough oxygen. You need iron phosphate. You need iron phosphate too. But the first thing I would do, I wouldn't get you on no other herbs. I would actually strengthen your nervous system first, sister. I would strengthen your nervous system before I put any other herbs in you, because I don't want to kill you. Because all these other herbs, they're calmers. They're calmers. Remember, alkaline calms the system. Alkaline calm. We don't need you to calm, because your blood pressure is way too low, which means your adrenals and your adrenal glands and your nervous system is not online. Not online at all. It says my hands do tremble. Hold on. Sometimes I may even drop things unintentionally with my left hand mostly. See that? Remember, you're a bilateral person, so your left side is weaker than the right side. And I wonder if when they checking your blood pressure, is this the left side they checking or the right side? Family, quit letting them only check one side. Make them check both sides, y'all. Make them check both sides. My hands do tremble at sometimes, and I have other things going on. But I think you get it at this point. Yes, I do, sister. I get it totally what you're going through. You most definitely going through adrenal fatigue, neurological fatigue, That's your whole entire problem. Once we get your adrenals back up and running by way of the central nervous system and the autonomic nervous system, everything else will be online. That'll take care of your problem. Me, I would not do anything else until I get your blood pressure back up. I wouldn't even give you no more herbs. I'll put you on licorice root. I'll put you on wild yam bark. I'll put you on cat's claw. I'll put you on blue vervain. I'll put you on elder flower. I'm putting you on things that are for the nervous system. I'm gonna bring that nervous system all the way up, all the way up. All right, I'm getting iron phosphate all in you, getting you energetic. Then once your cells can start firing off glucose and fructose and ADP through that, then that's when we start cleansing you out. But I would not start pulling and tugging on your body while you that low right now. We need to energize you first, sister. We really do. I want to grow as a healer myself. I teach you, sister, for my people, and I'm learning from you. But in the meantime, I need help too. I feel you. I was just talking about that to BKL. Well, we just talking about that, bro. We out here healing everybody else, and we breaking apart. It's like, how you falling apart and you healing the world? We have to start taking time for ourselves too, because man, I'd stay up day and night for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't get no sleep. You see what I'm saying? That's starting to mess with me. So I got to take some time back and make sure I'm straight if I can keep healing y'all. So I feel you, sister. That's the right thing. Heal yourself first. It says, I don't want to go wrong, so I want to learn through my experience from what you tell me as I work it out through your classes. I appreciate you, sister, for that. I appreciate your help to get the right way of action. Shalom, 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 sister. We gonna contact you if you can. Go through the portal, go through the private membership club. Contact me now, and we most definitely get on you now. But I really want to get your nervous system back online before we start pulling your body apart and breaking up all the acids. Let's get your nervous system back online. We may need to break up a few acids that's on your nervous system, but before we start putting you into all these type of healing symptoms and detox symptoms and healing crisis, let's get you online first, because the first thing you're going to experience while on herbs is tired. You're going to get tired all the time. So let's get you right. It says, oh, and I was told my white blood count were low. I can tell. That means you've been dealing with a lot of infections in your life too. You've been have a lot of probably yeast infections or something like that. It says low last time, but I didn't go to check the value at the VA. It's okay. Get your blood work done. Send me your blood work. I'll go through your blood work, but let's focus on bringing your neurological system up, bringing your nervous system up, getting your adrenals online. After we do that, then we open them kidneys up and get that lymphatic system filtering properly. All right. If y'all getting this so far, if y'all writing this down, if I'm speaking slow enough for y'all typing some nines, if I need to slow down, let me know. All right. Because I'm trying to slow down for y'all can actually hear this. Let me know. Let me know if am I teaching y'all well. I mean, because y'all is what making this possible right now. If y'all understanding everything I'm saying, if y'all understand, overstand, and understand, type in some nines and we'll keep it going. All praises. Okay, y'all get it. All y'all get it. Y'all deep up in here today. I feel y'all. Y'all trying to get this healing, I see. Jasmine says, slow down and explain more. All right, I try to slow it down. I try to slow it down for y'all. I got you, Jasmine. I left a message in the chat on the website. All right, we'll get to you, brother. All right, cool. All right, we got another one. This one says, Shalom. I recently was introduced to you by the way of YouTube, and now I'm hooked. All praises. I got that effect on people, and I'm hooked. I had what the world calls IBS, constipation, irritable bowel syndrome. All right, since the age of 8 or 9. I wonder where you got them cells from. Them cells came from your mother. That means your mother had messed up cells. Now remember, what is your bowel connected to? What is your transverse colon connected to? Your transverse colon is connected to what? Your brain, your pituitary gland, your pineal gland, your whole psyche center. That's actually what this transverse colon is connected to. All right. So it says, Shalom. I recently was introduced to you by way of YouTube, and now I'm hooked. I had what the world calls IBS, constipation, since the age of 8 or 9. Second problem, I have injured my back twice. I wonder what it is. CSCT, which one? Which vertebrae? You need to, okay, I see L5 and S1. Okay, you already got it on here for me. I have injured my back twice. The last time with a really bad fall at work that damaged my L5. Whew, I know that hurt. And my S1. All right. I see it. My nerve down my leg hasn't been the same. The third problem, I have HSV2. What do you recommend I start taking in my family of herbs? I'm a 44 years old and I am a Black female. Thank you for hearing from me. Shalom and many blessings. Blessings to you, sister. Shalom, shalom. So first thing first, all of these are nerve problems. All right. Whenever you damage and disc in your back, that's nerve problems. Whenever you're dealing with HSV 1 or 2, 1 through 8, remember it's over 108 HSVs, right? Which is herpes. All of these come from the zoster family. All right, 1 and 2 is really no different. One expresses itself through your ganglion nerve out of your mouth. One expresses itself out of your groin area. Now, a lot of people got 1 and they're breaking out in their groin area. It shows you they're really no different. What you're dealing with is a parasite. You're dealing with a parasitic called a hemid worm that's laying eggs. It's laying eggs all throughout your nervous system and all throughout your mucosal membrane. So the first thing you have to do is kill that parasite, get rid of that. So the first thing I'm going to do is put you on my parasite elimination, put you on my amino acid plan. The main thing you need to be on is the parasite elimination, though. For real, get on that parasite elimination and truly start cleansing that mucosal membrane, cleanse that nervous system. And then after that, we have to remove the proteins in your body. Because whenever you think about a virus, remember protein. Infection is always bacterium, but a virus is always proteins with a glycoparasite, eating parasite behind it. All right. So look, I'm saying it again. Whenever you're dealing with an infection, you're dealing with bacterium. Whenever you're dealing with a virus, you're always dealing with a protein, all right, which is an RNA and a DNA. It's either a deoxyribonucleic acid or it's a ribonucleic acid. The deoxy just means it's missing the oxygen molecule. All right. These are DNA strands that have a written code in them. This code is the backbone and blueprint to the structure. Then it becomes a circle, and then they have protein markers on it. That's what they call viruses. These things are man-made in a laboratory, period, by the government. All viruses are man-made, all of them. All viruses are man-made. You can't show me one virus that's not man-made. These things was made by devils. Now, infections, you can get those naturally, but a virus is man-made. So you either had to get the HSV from somebody, or you had to get that zoster vaccine, or you had to get that hepatitis vaccine. These 2 vaccinations is what's causing people to get herpes. These are facts. Facts. I already proved it. It's already on other different channels, on my other different videos. So what we need to do is we need to kill that parasite, and then we need to cleanse the nervous system. The only way to get rid of herpes through my modality of healing is through my amino acid therapeutic package. So that's what I recommend. And I actually recommend an all-fruit diet for you. That's gonna have your back feeling better. That's gonna cleanse out all that sciatic nerve pain. That's gonna cleanse it out. Because what's causing your disc to be bound up? What's causing your L1 and your S1, your LC1 to be bound up like that? That's acidosis. That's agglomulation. That's calcification of the spinal cord. Well, what removes calcification? Alkaline in the body. So once you start bringing in alkalines and alkaloids or electrons or electrolytes, notice that the agglomulation starts breaking up. So now you're starting to truly break up all these acids. Now your back pain is moving. Remember, what causes pain? Go on. What causes pain in the body?
What causes pain?
What's the system that causes pain? How do you? The nervous system. You feel pain only through the nervous system. So that's why your back, whenever somebody say something hurt, that's nervous system. I need to put you on herbs that gonna calm the nervous system. See that the last system we need a herb. What, Mikael? What we need herbs to do to her system? Because remember, her nervous system was down. Her blood pressure was in the 90s, the systolic, the top part. Her adrenal glands was in the 90 when it was supposed to be at 120. Her kidneys was functioning at 50 and 60, which is diastolic. So we had to give her herbs that's going to bring the nervous system at the highest energetics ever. Now with him, he having too much nerve activity going on. What we need to do with his, we need to bring it down. We got to soothe it. That's what painkillers does. Look, why y'all think painkillers work so good? The reason why painkillers work so good, which they're very bad for you because it kills you and it mess up your liver and your pancreas and your kidneys. But the reason why they work is because they suppress the nervous system. They suppress the adrenals. Now, okay, that painkiller, that ibuprofen work for a minute. You see that? So that's what we're going to do through natural herbs. So what I'll do for you, I'll put you on my amino acid therapeutic package. You need to be on at least level 1 package, not protocol, but level 1, because you got all these nerve damage problems in your back, the spinal cord, plus that the sciatica nerve problem in the leg, and then you got HSV2. You 44. So if you've been going through this for a while, that means that your immunological system is very weak and not functioning properly. I'd really like to know how many outbreaks you done had to see where you're at energetically on your immunological system. What's up, brother?
So for that,
actually real loud too, if I can hear you.
Okay, so for that, since that's hyper, right?
Yeah.
What will be the main herbs to bring that down? So
to actually bring the nervous system down, we need cooling herbs. Lily of the valley. Lily of the valley herb. Write that down. Lily of the valley herb. Then we have to get into the barber family, the barbs family. When I mean for barbs family, I mean burdock. That's part of the barbs family. Yellow dock. That's part of the barbs family. Burdock root, burdock leaf, yellow dock root, yellow dock leaf, dandelion root, dandelion leaf. See, these are the coolers. These gonna cool the nervous system down. It's gonna cool it, and it's gonna cleanse the blood while doing so, and it's gonna cleanse the liver and the pancreas while doing so. So these are coolers, y'all. The barb family, write down the barb family too. And these are all the barbers. You know what I'm saying? All the barber. These the girls, the barber family. I got an auntie named Barbara. She the cooler. If a fight break out, she gonna be the main one trying to calm everybody down. That's what the barb family do. And these are your docs: yellow dock, burdock, dandelion root, anything that even look like them or that's cousins of them are gonna aid and bring that nature. It's gonna calm it down. It's gonna calm it down. And another one too is cat's claw. Cat's claw and hydrangea root. Write down hydrangea root too. Hydrangea root is a calmer too, and it breaks away calcification. And last but not least, we cannot forget red clover flowers. Not the leaf, not the herb, but red clover buds. Them are the calmers, y'all. I hope y'all writing this stuff down. All right, let's keep going. So that's what I recommend for you, for real, to get my amino acid therapeutic package. And lemon balm. I forgot all about it. Why are you tripping? Lemon balm.
Over here thinking I'm
lemon balm. We going off. Lemon balm. Most definitely lemon balm. That is a calmer. Lemon balm is a calmer. Very, very good aid to the nervous system. Lemon balm. All right, sister, that's what I recommend for you to do, because sister, 44-year-old sister, we need to bring your nervous system down, get that pain, and we need to cleanse all them acidosis. Once we free your body from the acids, notice you're going to be able to start standing upright again. Your nerve pain, your ganglion nerve be good, your vagus nerve, and you'll be able to go through life and experience it. Remember, it's very important, family. You should not realize that you have a body. You should not know that this body exists. The only time you realize that this body do exist if it's pain, if it's causing you complications and problems. We supposed to be experiencing life outer body. Your pain only keep you in the body. Pain and thinking too much keep you in the body. We need to be out of the body. All right. So the only reason why you realize this body exists is because it's causing you some type of health issues, or it's causing that nervous system and that energy to become blocked. Remember, that energy or that spirit, that Ruach HaKodesh, need to flow easily. It's just a balance to this, y'all. All right. We got more. All right, this one says, what do I need to do to kill a virus and for high blood pressure? Now, this is a brother. You know I don't like them type of questions. What virus? Y'all, stop being shy to me. I would never mention your name. I would never put your name out here. I would never put any of your confidential information out here. So don't come to me and just say kill a virus. What virus you got? People be doing me that like I'm going to tell their business or something. I would never tell your business, brother. All this is confidential. Now, I will ask and answer your questions on live, but they don't know who you is. I'm the only person in my staff, and my staff is the only person that know who you is. All right, it says, what do I do to kill a virus and high blood pressure? So what I'm going to do to teach you something, I'm not going to even answer your virus question until you tell me what virus you got, but I will tell you how to heal high blood pressure. Now, we have to understand what high blood pressure is. Okay, high blood pressure is created through dehydration. All right. Write that down again. High blood pressure is created through dehydration. What do you mean by that, Yaki? This is what I mean. When the body starts to dehydrate itself because too much sodium has been built up. All right. Now, the way to kill a slugger, y'all, Mikael, how do you kill a slugger? A slugger is a slimy little thing that's full of water. How do you dry it out? What do we do to them? We pour what on them?
So
You do what? Say that out loud.
So
You pour sodium on it. What do the sodium do? It dries out the slug of water. So that's why sodium actually brings up your blood pressures. So the first thing you need to do is get off all sodium. Get off all sodium. Now, how high blood pressure work is you're taking all these salts and these sodiums and it's drying and it's pulling and astringent all of the hydrogen molecules. Remember, what is water made of? H2O. You got 2 hydrogens, 1 oxygen. So it's pulling all the oxygen out of your body and all of the hydrogen ions out of your body. The moment the hydrogen ions and the oxygen leave your body, the body becomes brittle. Well, what's feeding the body in the first place? Remember, blood feeds them. The nervous system do what, y'all? What nerves do? Blood feeds, nerves move. Mikael, what the lymphatic system do, brother? Exactly. So blood feeds, the nervous system moving, the lymphatic system cleansing. So now you're stopping the body from feeding itself the phytonutrients and oxygen it needs. Now, what's going to happen to these blood vessels and these arteries? They get constricted because you're drying them out. So they used to be flowing and the blood can flow freely within the arteries. But since you are putting on all of these sodiums and you're not drinking enough water or eating enough fruits or enough plant-based foods, the arteries become hardened because you done stressed them and dehydrated them so they constrict. This is my blood. This is a healthy artery. You see how I go? That don't look right, but y'all know what I mean. Y'all see how I go straight through? That's blood. This the blood. This the artery. Well, the moment you become dehydrated, it does this. Can the blood get through there, y'all? So now the blood have to press itself through. When it presses itself against that artery wall, this is called high blood pressure because the blood is pressing hard against the arteries to make it through the heart and to return back and circulate through the body again. That's high blood pressure. What just caused that? What caused it? What caused high blood pressure? Too much salt and sodium, which causes what? Dehydration. So the best way to get your blood pressure right again is to do what? Get the kidneys, because the kidneys and the pituitary gland deals with water retention. All right? Get the kidneys functioning properly, get the adrenals back online, pay attention to that pituitary gland, and do what? Hydrate the body. How do you hydrate the body? By alkalining the body and bringing electrons or electrolytes inside of the body. Once these elastic vessels, that's all it is elastic vessels, or what you call connective tissue. That's all it is, which is dealt by the parathyroid and the thyroid. Once you get these things back together, now these airways open themselves back up again. Now the blood ain't got to press against the artery so hard, so it'll bring that pressure down. When that pressure come down, guess what? The kidney pressure come down. After the kidney pressure come down, guess what? The adrenals calm themselves down. Now your blood pressure is regulating itself properly. Remember, whenever you're dealing with blood pressure, the top part, which is systolic, is dealing with the adrenals. Whenever you're dealing with that bottom part, that's supposed to be at 70. That is, people say 80, but it's supposed to be at 70. That's dealing with the kidneys. So automatically off back, you have a dehydration problem, and the dehydration is having a direct effect on your adrenal glands and your kidneys. Now, the only way you can go back after that is through the pituitary gland, the parathyroid, the thyroid, the adrenal glands, and opening up them kidneys and hydrating the body through fruits and spring water. And natural spring water is alkaline water, period. Now, the next question would be, what herbs you use? Huh? Now, since we've been on herbs all day, particularly for high blood pressure, Mikael, what's an herb for high blood pressure? We just ate drunk it today.
Flor de Manta.
Flor de Manta. Flor de Manta is amazing for high blood pressure. Flor de Manta. Flor de Manta. Mugwort. Mugwort is amazing for high blood pressure. Mugwort. Mugwort. Lemongrass. Lemongrass is amazing for high blood pressure. Contrebo. Contrebo is amazing. The bark part. Contrebo is amazing for high blood pressure. And look, last but not least, but the best one, last but not least, but the best one of all, Perdioso. Did I say it right?
Perdesia.
Yeah, Perdesia. Perdioso. I call it.
Question: since the mugwort and wormwood is similar, does the wormwood count?
Well, so okay. Now I'm glad you said that. So what Kawhi just brought out, mugwort and wormwood is like twins. They in the same exact plant family. They damn near the same thing. So I'm not gonna say wormwood. I'm gonna say mugwort and sweet wormwood, because wormwood and mugwort is the same exact herb. But when you get sweet wormwood that come from Europe and stuff like that, this is a total different herb, even though it's part of the same family. They're brother, they like twins. One is a male and one is a female, though. And I'm saying them together, man, to bring that blood pressure down. And look, make sure you're taking walks. Make sure that you're taking cool showers. Make sure you're taking hot and cold showers to get that lymphatic system moving. Make sure that somebody is doing neurolymphatic point massages on you. Always go clockwise, not counterclockwise, because that breaks down the cells. You need to rebuild the cells. You do that clockwise. And look, all you gotta do is keep a cool head, get the right amount of rest, get on them herbs I've just mentioned, or get on my high blood pressure kit, which is called the blood builder kit. Yeah, the blood builder and nourisher kit. Thank you, Kawhi. The blood builder and nourisher kit is Flora D Mancha, the same as Jamaica Sorrel. Yeah, that's another name you can call it, but that's the flower part of the sorrel though, or what you would call the sheep sorrel. That's another name you could call it. Now Jamaica have a way of calling different herbs the same thing though, because in America they look totally different. So, but yeah, I done heard that before too. But look for the Flora de Manta. We get ours from Honduras. Denise. Honduras, and you can get that from me. We got that by the pound. Well, we got everything by the pound. All right, what else we got?
What's the difference between sweet wormwood and regular wormwood?
Ain't nothing. The only difference is it's completely a different plant. It's a completely different plant. Just like you got burdock and you got greater burdock. You got burdock and you have greater burdock root. Same barbs family, same root, but it's a different species of the same root. All of it's alkaline though. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only difference. Sweet wormwood is way more powerful than regular wormwood. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? That's all way more powerful. And it's with the antioxidants they got in them. They got a lot of oxygenators in them. They have a lot of flavonoids. Flavonoids, write this down. Flavonoids are your rebuilders. Flavonoids is what regenerates cellular tissue. So whenever you look at that chemical flavonoids, that's a regeneration of cellular tissue. Your tannins is your blood thinners, because whenever you need tannins, that's why wine is good for high blood pressure. If you drink low amounts of wine, because it thins the blood and the blood don't have to press against that artery to get through freely. That's why people that got blood clots or got high blood pressure, guess what they give them? They give them blood pressure medicines that is what? That thins the blood. So, but it's a chemical blowback from it because it's acidic. Because it's, the side effects. We can do the same thing without the side effects through the herbs. You know what I'm saying? Red wine. Yeah, I'm glad you said it. Red wine. Not that other wine. Red wine.
You say what flavonoid is?
So a flavonoid is a rebuilder. Flavonoids is a chemical, a natural chemical. It usually comes inside of the substance called chlorophyll, and it's always connected to magnesium. And what this does, the flavonoids truly rebuilds the cellular structure of the body, and it rebuilds the cellular structure of a plant. That's how you can see a plant be broke, and you give it water, and you come back, and the plant is back together again. These are the flavonoids inside of the plants. And that's how you know the body was made to heal itself, because these chemicals come inside of us. Look, herbs don't heal us. We take the chemicals of the herbs and match them with the chemicals that's already in our body, and it rebuilds our DNA. So without your body, a herb couldn't even heal you. Herb needs your body to heal you in the first place, because it needs your chemicals as well. Right. See what I'm saying? Most definitely. Look, y'all, that don't mean be out here drinking all the red wine. Hey, do me a favor. My computer finna go dead. Plug this white card up before it won't go off on him. So white card, would you plug it in and make sure everything is on down there? All right, what else we got? All right. Now we're talking about, it says, good morning. Did y'all get that? Type in some nines and we'll keep it going, family. Type in some nines and we'll keep it going. You can unplug some. You can unplug the scale. Whatever you just work. Type in some nines and we'll keep it going. Shalom, shalom, Queen Erica. Erica Kane. Where you at? Where you been at? All right, all praises, all praise. Okay, they got that. All right, so now this one says, good morning. I was tagged in your video. I'm intrigued. All praises, all praises. I have migraines, acute one. Acute migraines. Okay. So whenever you're dealing with migraines, you're dealing with sinus pressure, or you're dealing with what? You're dealing with lack of oxygen there you go. Lack of oxygen, dehydration, or sinus pressure due to a compromised mucous membrane. Good one, Kawhi. Good one. You took it right out of my mouth. All right. So it says, I was tagged in your video. I'm intrigued. I have migraines, acute ones, and so does my daughter. I wonder if you passing down these cells or y'all eating the same exact foods. I bet y'all in the same exact diet. All right. It says, I have polycystic cyst on both of my kidneys. Making sense. All right, it's coming together. So whenever you're dealing with the kidneys and you have cysts, what are these cysts made of? These cysts are made of minerals and proteins. Now remember, it's impossible for the kidneys to break down and process proteins. That's the reason why you have hydrochloric acid inside of your time capsule. What do I call the time capsule? What's the time capsules? It's a part of the digestive system.
Oh, the stomach.
The stomach. That's the only thing we have to look. So this is what we have to understand, family. The whole entire body was made to be an alkaline body. And the alkaline body was made to eat alkaline food. When can we call in? You can't call in. My phones are down right now due to the company that we had working for us since this COVID-19. So I'm gonna veer off real quick and I'm gonna get back on. Because I know a lot of y'all trying to call. The phone lines will not be back up till next week. If you want to chat with us, the best thing to do is go on the website, look down in that bottom left corner, and it's an online chat. You can chat with us. We'll get back to you within 48 hours. Go on the website, www.yakiawaken.com. Look at the bottom left-hand page, and it's a chat button. Click on that chat button. Make sure you sign up, because if you don't sign up, I'm going to type this. We can't talk to you, and I can't give you any advice until you become a private member. So just to avoid that, go sign up first, get approved, and then ask your questions through the chat. And then we'll either answer them on here. If you need any products, we'll post the products inside of your private messenger. You know what I'm saying? But you can't call in right now because the phones are down until our third-party company get back up and they be able to handle the phone calls that's coming in. All right? Now let's get back to her. So she's dealing with cysts on her kidneys. Now remember, what's causing cysts? Whenever you get cysts or kidney stones, these are sodiums and proteins being built up. So the thing about the kidneys is that the kidneys, it's impossible for the kidneys to break down proteins. That's why proteins is the #1 killer amongst the Black community. Proteins is made of viruses. Proteins is what they putting in chemical warfare. Proteins is what they putting in germ warfare. Protein is what they putting in food warfare. Any type of warfare that's dealing with any type of army, any type of government or the elites, guess how they killing us? Through protein. Proteins control the mind because a protein always come with a parasitic. So these proteins are very bad. Now, your body was not created to eat protein. Usually protein comes from other mammals. Now, what they call proteins or amino acids, you have amino acid chains. These amino acid chains are binded together by minerals once a mineral is created or converted by salts. Let me slow this down for y'all to understand. I feel myself speaking too fast. All right, so check this out, family. So you have something called trace minerals. Trace minerals or essential minerals is what you get from the ground, okay? Now, in the soil, in Hebrew, it's called a far. That's why it says that we was created from the dust of the ground in the Hebrew Bible, which we was scientifically proven, because when you get inside of our body, you find all of the same minerals that the earth was created with. Okay. Well, the only way that you can get these essential minerals now is by eating the foods that grow out of the soil. Okay. Now, that's why in the Bible, or good people will tell you to eat animals that eat what? Plants. Notice that. We are not made to eat nothing unless they eat plants, but we have to cut out the middleman, which is the animal, and go directly to the plant now. So what these plants does is called iontrophorophytes. Look this word up, iontrophorophytes. Do not ask me how to spell it. Iontrophorophytes. And this is a process where the plants that's in the ground have these little stentures, these little fingers, and they reach into the soil of the ground and they find trace minerals like calcium, like calcium phosphorus, like iron phosphorus, like magnesium phosphorus, all the phosphorus families. Well, the phosphorus family is bad to you. If you take phosphorus and straight up, you would die from it because it would bind your body up. So it goes into a chemical process called iontrophorophytes, and it converts these phosphorus into phosphates. Now you're able to eat them, but you have to eat these things in its raw form to get them in your body. So once these phytonutrients or once these trace minerals get into your body, your liver and your pancreas through the digestive system convert them into salts. All right. So whenever you think about a salt inside the body, always think trace minerals. Trace minerals are converted into salts. Say you got calcium, magnesium, selenium, and iron phosphate. They always roll together. They the 4 cousins. Once they go through the liver process, it hits the liver by way of the duodenum and the pancreas, and it gets called chyme and bile. This bile wraps it up, and then it can get converted into a salt. This salt is what keeps amino acids together. All right, so you have something called atoms, protons, electrons, and neutrons. These things is what creates a cell. Cells is what creates more cells. More cells create organs. Organs create skins and different body systems. These body systems is what makes up you and I, which is a full-grown human being. So notice amino acids, that's why they say amino acids are the building block of creation, because amino acids are essentially proteins, but simple amino acids is what made me and you. That's why we're procreotic cells and not eukaryotic cells. We're not complex amino acid structures. We're simple amino acid structures, and our skin is literally being held together by salts, which is what? What is salts again? Trace minerals. Minerals. And remember, minerals get converted into salts, and the salts is what holds your skin together. We're literally being held together by salts. That's why when you start missing minerals, the body starts deteriorating and breaking down, because what's holding you together is minerals, which are converted into salts to hold your amino acids, or what we call cells, the skin, together. Y'all get that? All right. If y'all got that so far online, type in some nines. We keep going. That was a quick little biology lesson. Yes, and salts are nothing but sugars, which is melanin, serotonin, all these things are sugars. And it breaks all down into melanin. Whether we talking about neuromelanin, eumelanin, pigmentation melanin, crystallized melanin, blood melanin, is all melanin. Melanin is nothing but sugars. Sugars are converted into salts, and salts hold your body together. Straight up. Man, y'all getting this. All praises. All right, let's keep it going. So what you need to do is, we need to get all of these built up minerals out of you, because your body is not utilizing them properly. Now, the whole body is alkaline. You eat these alkaline foods. So you have alkaline saliva glands. You have saliva glands that spits out this alkalinity to break down your alkaline food. Then it goes down the esophagus. Once this food is traveling down your esophagus and you're eating this alkaline food, guess what? You have more glands that help break down the food more. Then these foods enter into the time capsule, what you call the stomach. Whilst in the stomach, you have something called simple proteins. All right. Now, the moment that it's complex proteins like meat, animal products, dairy, and stuff like this, it activates your hydrochloric acid. This is the only acidic place inside your body, which is hydrochloric acid that sits in your stomach sac, right? Now, guess what hydrochloric acid is? 2.1 on the potential hydrogen scale. That's enough to burn a hole in concrete. That's why people got leaky gut and get ulcers and acid reflux when it's too much producing. The only time you literally activate that is when you're eating things you're not supposed to be eating, so your body have to release it to deal with it. But guess what? If you're eating alkaline foods, you never have to release this hydrochloric acid, because you have other flavonoids that's going to break this food down. After this food is getting broken down, it goes into the duodenum. The duodenum is your small intestines. Inside the duodenum, you have all this different bacteria, bifidum bacteria, which is inside my 3 bitters, and things like that is in blood capillaries that's going to take the phytonutrients you need throughout the bloodstream. Any excess waste is going to go to the jejunum, go through the ileum, then it's going to go through the cecum valve. It goes up through the transverse, through the ascending colon, then over to the transverse colon, down to the descending colon, through the sigmoid colon, then through the rectum, then out the anus. That's the stuff that the body didn't need. Now, what happens is, if you're eating too much complex proteins, you have to actually activate the hydrochloric acid, which is acidic. So now you're making the body acidic because you done activated it, because it needs the extra boost to break down this food to get the phytonutrients out. Right? Now, it don't break down this protein, and this protein keep moving. Well, it makes it to the kidneys, and all these proteins and these minerals, since it didn't get dissolved or it didn't get picked up by the blood capillaries in the stomach, it actually get in the kidneys. Well, the kidneys can't filter it, so the kidneys push it out on top of them, right? Now this stuff is sitting on top of the kidneys, and agglomeration is starting. Now you're seeing all these salts and these solvents and these minerals that either stay inside the kidneys and they turn into kidney stones due to calcification, or they form outside of the kidneys. Because remember, the body is created to eliminate anything it don't want. They stay on top of the kidneys and they turn into cysts. That's what's going on with you. That's what's going on with you. So I can tell you right now, sister, you're having a digestive problem to eating too many complex proteins, which means you need to get off the meat. You need to most definitely get off the dairy. You shouldn't be on nothing but fruits. You should be on all fruit diet. All right, and get my Astringent X tincture. That'll pull them cysts up out of you real quick. That Astringent X been shrinking tumors, all types of stuff. So make sure you go on the website, get my Astringent X tincture. Make sure you get my intercellular cleanse too, to get them kidneys opened up and forming properly, and get my lymphatic sweep tonic. get my lymphatic sweep tincture and my lymphatic sweep capsules, where we can break up that agglomeration and get the lymphatic system moving. And once we start shrinking all of these cysts and all of these tumors, they dump inside the lymphatic system by way of the interstitial fluid of the body, and then you can process them out properly. All right. It says, which I have. It says they spread it to our liver. Your body is super acidic, sister. Your body, you got too many salts inside of your body, meaning that your kidneys are not filtering at all, and meaning that your digestive system, your duodenum, and your capillaries are not picking up none of the nutrients you need. That is too many salts in your body. It's too many minerals, and your body is not utilizing them. So your problem is absorption. You're malabsorbed. You're not absorbing none of these things. Remember, the body deals with what? Digestion, absorption. You see that? Utilization and elimination. Write that down. That's what the body deal with. The body deal with digestion first. It have to digest this environment. It have to digest your food. All right. So the body deal with digestion. Then after that, the body deals with what? Absorption. It have to absorb through the duodenum, through the blood capillaries, what it does digest. The absorption. The absorption are the phytonutrients. The absorption is the amino acids. The absorption is the trace minerals. The absorption is the oxygen. Then after it, and the absorption is the salts, the hormones, the solvents. Then after it get all these things, it have to utilize them. The body have to learn how to utilize them through the glandular highway. That's the reason why you have 7 glands for. This is what utilize the hormones, the trace minerals, the salts, the solvents. Then after that, it goes through a metabolic process, and it have to get rid of the byproduct and waste, the carbonic acid and waste that it make, the lactate acid, the carbonic acid, and all this is by phosphates, carbonates, iodines, and bromines. Then it have to eliminate. So you have what? Digestive. Come on.
Absorption.
Utilization.
And elimination.
And elimination. Exactly. So what she's having is a digestive problem, which means she's not eliminating right. If you have a digestive problem, you're not absorbing right. So she have an absorption problem. Now, if she's not absorbing, she most definitely ain't getting utilization. That means her glances are down. And if your glances are down and you have an absorption problem because you have digestive problem, then you're not eliminating waste. And that waste is building up in her body. First, it built up on her kidneys because her kidneys are not eliminating. Remember, you only have 2 eliminating organs on your body. What are they? Your skin and what? And your kidneys. She got cysts on her kidneys. They supposed to be pushing out the toxins. Instead, they causing agglomeration. So much agglomeration that it have moved over to her liver. So she's very acidic. You need to be cleansed out. All right. It says, I want to call it a disease after watching half of your video. Yeah, you see, I don't believe in disease. My daughter and I both have cysts on our ovaries. Again, built up of estrogen. Estrogen is what? A mineral. It's a conversion that makes a mineral. Then that conversion goes into progesterone. So you just have your body is not absorbing these minerals that you bringing it in, and then they're literally sticking and becoming acidic due to glucose, and they're creating cysts and tumors and size on your body, sister. Which is dealing with a lot of acidosis. You need to remove the acids. What I recommend you to do for real, you and her need to both be on an amino acid therapeutic package, and y'all need to buy at least 3 bottles. At least 3 bottles of them, 2 ounces astringent X to truly start pulling and tugging out these stones and these cysts from your ovaries. And most definitely some hydrangea root to break up this stuff. She have scoliosis. It makes sense. She's bound up. She have scoliosis. Not sure if you have anything for that. Most definitely I do. You know what I'm saying? Scoliosis is just a calcification of your bones. If I can break up that calcification, then we can start the straighten out process again. But what keeps you binded up? What binds up? What dehydrates you? This is the body. Oh, let me get a sheet of paper. Y'all know I like to do it now. This is the body. The backbone is straight. What will bind? What will pull so much hydration out of you that will bind your bones up and twist them? Huh? That's very acidic. You are going through major dehydration where you're bounded up like that. Notice when you start feeding things like a plant, if you don't feed plant water, what it does, it whoops over, it starts curling up. The moment you give it water, it straightens itself back out again. So you need to hydrate the body. Yes, stay away from that sodium. You need to hydrate her body, put her on fruits, put her on energetics, get the nervous system moving again, get the acids up out of her body, because the acids and them salts and solvents are really binding her up a lot. So once you do that, man, her back can straighten itself out. And then start massaging her. She need to go to a good chiropractor to start popping her bones and stuff back in place. But this will not work if she's so astringent and dried out, if she's so dried out and so calcified. That's all it is. Notice a dead body when they in a fetal position when they dead, and you go and you try to break them apart. The body gonna break in half because it's so brittle, because it's so dry. We need to hydrate the body. Straight up. It says, not sure if you have anything for that. Yes, we do. We got a person out of a wheelchair that was in the wheelchair for what, 11 years, right?
Yep.
He's in a wheelchair for 11 years. He's walking. He's walking. He was in a wheelchair for 11 years. Lane walk, brother, straight up. He's walking. It says, but lastly, my 14-year-old daughter has stomach problems that breaks her all the way down. I wonder what that is. She can't function when it gets like that. See me, I can put out a lot of assumptions out there, but I'm not one of these people. If I don't know, I'm gonna tell you I don't know. I don't know what's causing that pain. It could be multiples of things. It could be acids. You see what I'm saying? It could be the immunological system attacking the nervous system inside of her gut area. It could be a lot of things, but I don't know. So I don't want to speak on nothing I don't want to know. It could be pains. It can be all type cramps from estrogen problems. So if I don't know it, I'm not going to say I know it. I don't want to be one of them healers that say they know everything and don't know squat. I don't know that particular answer right there. They done every test except for the scope down her throat to look on her insides. I don't want her to have to go through this through anesthesia. Yeah, don't do that, because I mean, if her kidneys down, her adrenals are down. You don't want to be on anesthesia while the adrenals down, because you might not wake up. Because remember, anesthesia is a drug suppressing medicine. You do not want to suppress the adrenal glands and then go into a coma and not be able to wake up. Because what they're doing, they're putting you in a induced coma. They're putting you to sleep. So you did right. Can you help me? Of course I can help you, sister. Thank you. Then she gave her name, her number. I don't know how you will respond. I'm responding on here. I do got your name and number on here. Leaving my information. Okay. We'll reach out to you, sister. We'll reach out to you.
So I know water and the fruits with the H3O if you're severely dehydrated, but are there any particular herbs that assist with just dehydration?
Yeah, okay. So I'm glad you asked that. Now we get into some good stuff. Stinging nettle. What do stinging nettle do? Stinging nettle is a diuretic, meaning it's gonna it's gonna make you urine so you can bring in more hydration. Okay. So what we're looking for is diuretics. What's another diuretic? Dandelion root, the barbs family, yellow dock, burdock. So we looking for diuretics. Diuretics is what makes you urinate. The only way to get proper hydration in is to get the other bad stuff out. So urinate, empty that bladder. The more you can empty that bladder, it will check the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland deals with water retention. The pituitary gland is that's the timer for the body with water. It say, okay, he drank water at 12. His body gonna need it at 2 o'clock. I'm gonna release this amount of water. So pituitary gland, what goes after the pituitary gland, mostly and indefinitely? What is glands? All the herbs you need for your glandular highway are high in berries, goji berries, saw ponto berries, juniper berries, elderberries. You see what I'm saying? So go after the herbs that's high in oxygenation. Antioxidants. Oxygenation and antioxidants bring hydration. Remember, what is water? When you break down water, is what? Two hydrogens and one what? Oxygen. So we got to bring hydrogen and oxygen in the body. What is your highest food in oxygenation? Berries. What will be your highest herbs in oxygenation? Berries. Because all berries is nothing but vegetables. You realize that, right? Herbs are vegetables, y'all. They just vegetables in a dry form. Yes, horsetail too. But the thing about horsetail, Jalen, horsetail got way too much calcium in it. Horsetail got too much calcium in it, brother. So it's a diuretic, but it calcifies too. Because remember, if you're not utilizing calcium, but you're absorbing it, that calcium gotta go somewhere. So if that calcium sit around too long on the cells, it starts to calcify things. And you don't want it to calcify things. So we're going to need proper magnesium, manganese to utilize this calcium by way of selenium, by way of the thyroid and parathyroid to the conversion of tryptophan to converting vitamin D. So when you bring in that much calcium in, you need the sun, you're going to need the moon. I mean, you just need too many elements to control it like that. So stick to the herbs I just mentioned. Don't go too hard on that horsetail, because that horsetail is kind of like Contribo. These things will bind you up if you're not utilizing them properly. All right.
What about Cascada?
Sagrande. That's a eliminator. That's digestive. That's strictly Yeah, that's strictly digestive. Now it do replenish the stomach area, but Cascara Grande, that's for the bathroom. That's what you use that with slippery and barking. Yeah, that's a straight natural relaxative, boy. Pavana, that's what that is. So that wouldn't be a hydrator. That's an eliminator, boy. A straight eliminator, straight up. All right. Did I answer this one already? Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. It says, Shalom, Ak. Yahweh bless you for the wisdom he give you. Thank you. Thank you. All praise. I accept that. I am 40 and I've been gaining weight. All right. So we dealing with metabolism again. What is dealing with metabolism? What's dealing with weight loss and weight gain? What, before we even get too close in here, we know that we see what? The thyroid. The thyroid is dealing with your weight fluctuation because the thyroid gland and the parathyroid is what deals with your metabolism. That deals with your metabolic processes. Yes, you're right, Tamika Holmes. The thyroid. Tamika be on her getting it. Tamika was right about a lot of stuff last week too. All right, Tamika, I see you getting your herbalism on. All praises. All right. It says, I'm 40 and I've been gaining weight for over 9 months slowly. It's hard for me to get it off. I have only lost a pound or less if I don't eat for a day. Most definitely thyroid, sister. That's thyroid. I am active. See that? She working out, she active, but she can't burn weight. Now look, this is how you know that God built the body in an amazing way. So thyroid actually deals with your metabolism, right? But thyroid actually deals with your heat. That's why to check your basal temperature, you have to check your thyroid. The only way to check your thyroid and basal temperature is what? Under your armpit. That's what check your thyroid. That deal supposed to be 97, 98, no higher, no longer. No higher, no lower. And that's how you know if their thyroid is really regulated properly. Remember, you're a bilateral person. So check your right thyroid and right parathyroid and check your left thyroid and left parathyroid. What's happening is if you're gaining weight, you're not hyperthyroidism, you're hypo. You're hypo. You need to bring the activity up, meaning that you're not producing enough iodine. See, you need to look to the C. You need phosphates, carbonates, aldehydes, and bromides. You need my 4 elements off back. You need to go on my website and get my 4 elements. You need my 4 elements off back. Dig into them phosphates, dig into them carbonates, dig into them aldehydes and them bromides. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need. Get that iodine in you through CMOS, through bladderwrack, through dose, through kelp, through all that. Bring me that dose, that purple dose from back there. Dose, kelp, through kelp granulars. I mean, you need the sea is on your side. We come from the sea anyway. All things come from the water, especially if you read the creation in the Bereshit Genesis story. So you need to get all of that stuff back in you. Even the earth come from the water. You see what I'm saying? Here, this is dose. Look at this beautiful purple. Man, just smell like the sea. Smell like fish butt. This straight smell like fish hands though. This the dose. Sea moss, bladderwrack, dose, kelp. You know what I'm saying? Things of the sea. This is full of iodine, kelp, full of iodine, sea moss, purple sea moss. Not the golden one. Purple. The golden one is good, but I'm telling you, that purple boy, purple sea moss, full of iodine. That's gonna strengthen and build that body back up. That's gonna get that metabolic rate back up. That's gonna speed that thyroid up. Now, since you done got the iodine back in you through the sea moss, through the dose, through the kelp, since you got the iodine through you through the 4 elements, now what it's time to do? It's time to bring in calcium. Calcium. Now remember, whenever you bring in calcium, you have to bring in magnesium because calcium will strip magnesium from the body. They go to heads all the time. They like brothers and sisters that just always fighting. They work good together, but if one get ahead, he gonna keep going and he ain't gonna bring his sister behind. So you need to bring magnesium in the body too with the calcium. This gonna check the parathyroid. Now you're able to operate properly. Now your thyroid can bring up your body heat for you can start burning off fats and for you can start burning off sugars. Now when you have activities, you notice that your weight start losing. And it could be a liver problem too. So you need to get on my liver and gallbladder capsules and tinctures because the liver is what stores glucose and turn it into glycogen or glycagon. Glycogen and glycagon are fats again. These are fatty sugars that just sit around everywhere. And then your body use them for energy, meaning that you're not utilizing your energy properly by way of what? The pancreas, the thyroid, the pituitary gland. Look, notice everything I'm saying is a gland. So you have glandular problems. You have a glandular problem. So, I mean, I say get on my intricate system kit. Go on my website, get the endocrine system kit, and just go after them glands. It's super hard. Be on an all fruit diet, of course, and you will see, man, that you will get rid of that weight. You'll start losing that weight. And just make sure you say Yaki gonna add in the weight loss capsules. I add that in for you for free, sister. Just say, remember you said that you was gonna add in the weight loss capsules, and I got you. That's on me. Yeah, add it in the note section when you order. All right, let's see what else she got going on. It says I can only lose a pound. I can lose a pound or less if I don't eat for a day. I am active, but I could be more. I have a bulging vein in my left inner leg. All right, bulging veins, spider veins, varicose veins. What we dealing with? Remember, what do the parathyroid produces? Calcium. You have a calcium deficient problem. You have a calcium deficient problem. That's what keeps your veins in check. Calcium. Boy, it's crazy. Look, that's how you this stuff straight make it be linking itself together. Calcium. Whenever you're dealing with veins, varicose veins, bulging veins, you're dealing with you're not properly utilizing calcium and you're not properly absorbing calcium. Thyroid and parathyroid again. It says I have a bulging vein in my left inner leg and I can't sleep without feeling some discomfort in my left femur. Calcium again, femur. You get into the bones. What builds up the bones? Calcium, magnesium. See that? Well, all praises, man. Getting good at this. Calcium again. It says I have experience in breakouts on my face too. Whenever you got breakouts on your skin, that's your mucous membrane being compromised. That means you have toxins. And remember, your skin is the largest elimination organ on your body. So whenever you have breakouts, that means your skin is doing its job and getting rid of all these toxins that's in your blood and that's inside of the interstitial fluid of your cells. So that's a good thing. Always be looking for stuff like that, all right? The last time I went to the OBGYN, he said I have cysts and small fibroids on my ovaries and my vaginal canal. Look, you're dealing with pituitary gland, thyroid gland. You have a glandular problem. Ovaries, these are glands. You have a glandular problem, sister. We can get rid of these for you. You need to get on the intricate system kit. That's what I'll start you off on. And make sure you put in there, we add the weight loss capsules for free. You need to start an all fruit fast ASAP. And most definitely buy the Astringent X tincture too. But we can start working on these glances. Get my 3 bitters, start dushing with my bitter one. Start dushing with it. You can drink it as well. As soon as you get the bottle, as soon as you get the bag, split bitter 1 in half. Put half away for your dushes and half away for your teas, and start dushing with that too. To start really shrinking and get that astringent effect going on to pull out these tumors and these cysts on your ovaries. Also, my skin is very dry. Lack of hydration. You need to hydrate the body. I eat meat at least 2 times a month. You don't need to be eating meat, period. Get off the meat. The meat is what's killing you, sister. It's the meat and it's the dairy products. Or less. I only eat fish. Most definitely get off the fish. It's full of parasitics. Get off the fish. Full of parasitics and mercury. Get off the fish too. I'm accustomed to life in Jamaica with fruits, fresh fruits and vegetables, all praises. I don't know how to get myself healthy. I'll help you get healthy, sister. I just want to be happy and love myself. Please, I look forward to your reply. I am glad to have you as a healer in our nation. Shalom, shalom. And she even put a little heart right there for me, y'all. All praise. That's what I'm talking about, sister. I love you too. All praises. So what you need? You need to most definitely get the intricate gland kit. The thyroid and parathyroid is gonna come with that. We'll send you some weight loss capsules for free with that. There ain't no thing. Most definitely get the astringent and get the 3 bitters. Astringent and 3 bitters on the side. Remember, with that bitter 1, split in half when you first get it. Use 1 just to dush and use the other half just to drink as a tea. All right. We've been on here how long? I've been on here for a while. I'm gonna say the rest of these questions for last for the next one we do. I'm gonna answer 5 questions on here. Only 5, y'all, because we've been on here for a while. I'm gonna answer 5 questions and I'm gonna get up out of here. So the first question I see, I'm gonna start from there. My queen Aniya in the building. Aniya, make sure you, if you can, love, give me the time thing for this today if I could throw it on here. All right, let's see. What about eggs? Best or no? Eggs is Melissa. Eggs are bad for you. Eggs is full of melanin transmitters from other animals, and they're very, very, very mucus forming and very acidic causing. Do not eat eggs. Do not eat eggs. Do not eat eggs at all. Very, very mucus forming. Prince Smiley, what do I need to get rid of tonsil stones? Now, tonsil stones, remember, it's a calcification. You need to alkalize your body. If you got tonsil stones, that means your mouth is very acidic too. You most definitely need to get on all fruits, alkaline that body. You need to get on my parasite elimination too to get rid of all that fungus. That's what my parasite elimination for. It's for fungus. Get rid of that because you got fungus built up too. And then you most definitely need to get on my my intercellular cleanse. Look, what you should get on is my Foundation 4 capsules. Get on my Foundation 4 capsules, brother. That way we can open up the kidneys. We can eliminate through the digestive system. We can break up all of that lymphatic system that's moving, and then we can pull these stones out of your tonsils. Do not have them take your tonsils out though, because you need these. These are your alkaline salivary glands too. So do not have them take them tonsils out. But get on my Foundation 4. That'll help you out a lot, brother. And start all fruit diet right now. Right now. Don't even wait. Why wait? Start it now. Well, calcium stop my knee from hurting. Calcium will not stop your knee from hurting, especially if you're going through rheumatoid arthritis or articular arthritis or MS. You need to remove the acidic waste that's built up between your joints first. Then we can bring in calcium, but you got to build up the joints first. Then you can bring back in the minerals. It could be minerals that's left over that's not being utilized by the body and that's sticking between the joints, and you're feeling that rubbing against your joints or the lack of dehydration. You see what I'm saying? So cleanse the joint first and then rebuild. A lot of healers are trying to rebuild without cleansing. I would never recommend CMOS or rebuilding and revitalizing while if the cleaning haven't been done yet. Now I can do it simultaneously, but I would never rebuild you without cleansing. Now that's building a house on faulty foundation. Scripture clearly tell us about that, don't it? You know what I'm saying? How are you trying to rebuild a body on a weak foundation? A foundation that's full of acidic broken down wood. Soon as the wind blow, the whole house gonna come down. So you must estrange them joints first, move all that metabolic waste between the joints, and then move hydration in, and then we can alkaline. Then we can alkaline, or what we call the antibiotic process, alkaline the body, and then move calcium in. If you even need calcium. That's probably not even a calcium problem. It sounds like you're going through rheumatoid arthritis, articulate rheumatoid arthritis. Itis means inflammation. The reason why your joints are inflamed because it's acidic and metabolic waste there, meaning you need circulation. Whenever you see itis, that means the body is trying to use its circulation to heal the problem. The itis is not the disease. The itis is just a symptom of your body trying to heal itself. Itis means that you need the circulatory system to do its job. That's what's going on. All right. Can't access your site. If RL, hopefully you signed up right. My brother, is it better than coffee? Coffee is very, very bad for you. Coffee is a adrenal fatigue suppressor and is a neurological fatigue and suppressor. Do not drink any coffee. That caffeine is very, very bad for you, and it will suppress your adrenal glands. What herbs help for asthma? Mullein leaf helps very, very good for asthma. Guaco leaf and guaco root, very, very good for asthma. Coltsfoot leaf, coltsfoot stem is very, very good for asthma. If you're truly trying to get rid of asthma, sister, get on my website and get my respiratory kit. Get my respiratory kit. Remember, asthma is caused by the suppressing of the adrenal glands. What is in control of your parasympathetic and your sympathetic nervous system? It's the adrenal glands. What do you breathe? How you breathe, you don't have to think to breathe. What is doing that for you? Huh? That is your adrenal glands. The moment you have to think to breathe is the moment something's going on with your adrenal glands. And that's called an asthma attack. So it's the adrenals. It's the adrenals that's truly messing up your lungs and that gas exchange. All right. This is my last question, y'all. Do you have something that can help stop smoking? Yes, I do. Quassia root, Judah bark. It's either called quassia chips, quassia root, or Judah bark. That's very, 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 very good for addictions, y'all. All right, with that being said, I know I couldn't get to everybody's questions. I love y'all indeed and in truth. I hope that this video was very edifying to all of y'all. If you got any questions that you want me to go live with every Tuesday and answer them questions to the best of my abilities, go to my website, www.yakiawaken.com, which is at the bottom of this video screen. My phones are down right now. Go to www.yakiawaken.com, which is at the bottom of my screen. Sign up as a private member Make sure you're using your full name and a good signature. If I can't read your signature, I'm not accepting you. Once you get accepted, look at the bottom left corner of the page. It's a live chat button there. Talk to me. I'm not talking to anybody that's a visitor. You have to be signed up to talk to us because by law, we have a private practice now. We can't be healing y'all and selling y'all herbs and all of that if you're not part of the private practice. They shut my counselor down. They tell them all the stuff they was doing to us by doing that.
They completely shut us down. We had to do a new website. A lot of stuff.
A lot of
weird stuff was going on.
Had my money cut my brake lines and all of that. So this is the legal way to do it now. This keep me protected and you protected. All right. So that's the way to get in contact with me is through my website by you being a member. If you signing up as Ashaya Denal, I can't accept you. I need your government name, your slave name. I'm sorry, but we need it legally wise, and I need you to have a correct signature. I will approve you, and then we can talk. All right. With that being said, shalom, shalom, y'all. I love y'all. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. Shalom, shalom, family. Peace and blessings.